So you're looking for a dog trainer in Pearland, Texas, and you want to get it right. Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the absolute best professional for you and your dog. You know the scene, right? You're just trying to have a nice walk around Pearland Town Center, maybe grab a coffee, but your dog is pulling you in 10 different directions. It can be stressful, and that's exactly why good training is so valuable. It's all about being able to actually enjoy your life with your dog out in the world. All right, first up, let's talk about why a local approach to training matters so much. This is really about getting your dog ready for the specific things you'll actually face right here in Pearland. Think about it. Having a well-trained dog changes everything. We're talking calm walks through neighborhoods like Shadow Creek Ranch or getting through a busy shopping center without a tug-of-war match. The whole point is to have a dog who can stay relaxed and composed, even with all the action of a soccer game going on at the park. That's the kind of training that makes life better for both of you. Okay, let's get into some of the core ideas behind dog training. Once you understand the different methods and the different ways training can be structured, you'll be in a much better position to choose the right professional. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's all about rewarding the behavior you want to see with something your dog loves, like a treat or praise. What's great about this is it does more than just teach sit or stay. It builds a really strong trusting bond and honestly makes learning fun for your dog. And here you can really see the difference between the main training philosophies. Reward-based training is all about building up good habits. On the other side, you have methods that might use fear or intimidation. And their goal is just to shut down a behavior. The big takeaway here is the outcome. Humane methods tend to create positive change that sticks, while the other approach can unfortunately make a dog more fearful or anxious in the long run. So what's the best setup for you and your dog? Well, group classes are fantastic for practicing focus when other dogs and people are around. If you've got specific issues at home, like barking at the mailman, private lessons are perfect for that. And then there's board and train, which is a really intense option if you have a super busy schedule. It really just comes down to your goals and your dog's specific needs. All right, let's get into the practical side of finding your trainer. We're going to look at two of the biggest factors you'll need to consider: their qualifications and, of course, the cost. Now, you're going to see a lot of talk about certifications. These are more than just fancy letters after a trainer's name. They're a sign that this person has invested in their education, they've passed standardized tests, and they're committed to staying up to date on the most effective and humane training methods. Here are some of the main credentials you might run into. The CPD-KA is a really common and respected one for general training. A KPA-CTP means they have special expertise in positive reinforcement. And if you're dealing with more serious issues like anxiety or aggression, certifications like the CDBC or CBCKA show that the trainer has a much deeper level of knowledge in behavior modification. Now let's talk about what this is all going to cost. Just to give you a quick benchmark, this is the typical price range for a single one-on-one private training lesson here in the Pearland area. And here's a more detailed breakdown. As you can see, a full course of group classes might run you a couple $100s. On the other end of the spectrum, a board and train program is a pretty significant investment. This table should give you a pretty realistic idea of what to budget for these different services in Brazoria County. Okay, knowing the methods and the costs is one thing, but you've got to be able to apply that training out in the real world. So let's cover the local rules you need to know and some of the best spots around Pearland to go practice. First, the must-knows. Pearland does have a leash law, so your dog needs to be on a leash in any public area that isn't specifically a dog park. A current rabies vaccine isn't just a good idea, it's required by state law. And it's also helpful to know that excessive barking can actually be a city ordinance violation, which is just another good reason to work on that particular habit. So where can you go to practice all these new skills? Independence Park and Centennial Park both have awesome fenced-in dog parks, perfect for safely working on off-leash things like coming when called. And for working on leash manners, the trails at the John Hargrove Environmental Complex are fantastic. You'll have plenty of real-world distractions like new smells, maybe some wildlife, and other people out enjoying the day. Okay, you've done your homework, you've looked up a few trainers, and now it's time to actually talk to them. This last section is all about giving you a simple checklist for that important first conversation. Asking the right questions up front is how you make sure a trainer is really the right fit for you. So let's make sure you're ready to get the most out of that initial call or meeting. Here are 5 questions you should absolutely ask. Number 1, find out about their methods and the equipment they use. You want to be comfortable with their whole approach. 2, ask about their credentials. 3, ask how they're going to tailor the training specifically for your goals. 4. Find out how you're both going to track your dog's progress. And finally, number 5, get a crystal clear understanding of all the costs and their cancellation policy. No surprises.
When it's all said and done, it really comes down to this. The best trainer for you is someone who gets your daily life here in Pearland and helps you set goals that are actually achievable and make sense for your family.
And just remember, the whole point of this isn't to create some kind of perfect, robotic dog. It's about helping your dog become a happy, confident companion that you can truly share your life with.
Good luck with your training journey. Seriously, before you know it, you'll be the one enjoying those calm, easy walks at the John Hargrove Environmental Complex, relaxing at home, and just feeling totally confident in your dog's good manners.